Now it's time for Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Paul.
How are you?
God, I'm good.
Good. Hey, I noticed something.
Yeah?
There's someone sitting next to you.
You just now noticed that.
Can you introduce our guest?
Oh, I would be more than honored to. So with us today on Past Week, Next Week is Melissa Saubers. Yay!
Hi, Melissa.
Hello, hello.
Melissa's one of the most fascinating people you know, Paul.
Yes. She
am.
sure is.
I am.
Yeah, she's a coach, a healer, an energy worker, a breath work facilitator. She does a lot of cool, some people would call it like alternative stuff.
Okay.
It's kind of become mainstream in my life lately. So.
Oh.
I never seem to finish all my food.
Whoa.
Sorry about that.
So,
Oops. That's our song that we're going to have. But
okay.
anyway. And Melissa, I've known you many years.
Yeah.
Are you responsible for you introducing me to my wife? Or is that more... That's more Kelly Baker, right?
No, I'm going to take full responsibility
Okay.
for that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's really cool that our old friend, young old friend, Melissa's here. We worked together forever. And then you've been your best pals with my wife.
Yeah.
And now you're here to... we're doing Cacao.
yes.
So we're going to start that, and then we'll start our song. Because I'm dying. I don't want this.
Yeah.
It's like Nestle Quick,
No,
right? Oh, okay. Well, then help me with it then.
Yeah.
Help me with it,
So
okay?
What you have in your hands is ceremonial cacao. Cacao is chocolate before it becomes chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
So it is the pure cacao bean that has been, it's an unprocessed paste of the cacao bean. And it includes the cacao butter. And so it is a superfood. It is also a sacred plant medicine. It's from South America and Central America. The one that you have in your hand right now is from Costa Rica.
Oh.
And the difference between this and like Nestle Quick or whatever is once you take the cacao bean and then you process it several times and you add sugar and additives and all the gunk that goes into something like Nestle Quick, then it loses its superfood properties. It loses its spiritual properties. It loses its spirit. It becomes, just a processed
interesting.
food.
Interesting.
So this
Coach
is,
Roberto does not like processed food.
Yeah. Okay. Good. This
So,
is, yeah.
so I'm gonna have some, but there's a process. There's a thing the way to drink it, not just chug it like I'm
Correct.
Drinking.
As is your want.
Yes.
Fair enough.
This is going to be more bitter than if you were drinking hot cocoa or hot chocolate because this is the natural form of it. Now, I drink this in ritual and with respect because
I want to know how that goes.
Yeah. So
because I'm
with respect.
We're very respectful of things in this show.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Yes. And I've known you for a long time, so I know. So what I would suggest is just invite you to bring your cup to your heart.
All right.
Yeah. So just invite you to bring your cup to your heart, just smell it.
Smells lovely.
Bring that energy, that spirit into your heart. And then just connect with the cacao. And in your heart, set an intention for connecting with the cacao.
Okay.
And cacao is a natural heart opener, so your intention could be about your heart, it could be about your mind, it could be about your spirit, it could be about your body. It could be whatever is coming to mind right now, whatever is on your heart.
Okay.
And as you do that, you set that intention, you connect with the cacao, and then you can drink it. Yeah.
Now, what all we saw you make this before the show.
Yes.
What all did you put in here?
Yeah, so I put in Love Cacao, which is the brand that I've brought today, and that's from Costa Rica. I put in some maple syrup, some cinnamon, some Himalayan sea salt, and some vanilla, and some orange extract.
I was going to ask if there was any orange in here. There's just a little hint. It's quite good, I think. It just tastes
Yeah, I think it's
wholesome.
good too.
Like, yeah, it's good, but it's not like, how do I put this? I wouldn't go into
like the orange.
Starbucks and be like, "Oh yeah, give me a cacao." Like
I would because I like the orange taste.
the orange is good, but it's like the Borgia. Was that what we used to get at Panera? It was a mocha with
That's
orange
right.
flavor at Cafe
Yes.
Borgia.
But I don't know if you ever noticed that I'd want you to stop there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like every day. We were late for work.
Yeah, you'd
So
get a
you
muffy
don't-
and a Borgia.
You don't have to put orange in it. You know,
Yeah.
you can put whatever you want in it. You know, it's up to you and whatever you feel called. Like I do this different every day. You know, sometimes I put cinnamon in it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I put salt in it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I might just have the cacao without anything added.
Okay,
to
and
it.
so we're doing it right now. We're going to go on with our show, but there's an effect. It's a positive effect that you have later.
Yeah, so it's a natural heart opener. It's an energy enhancer,
Okay.
Immunity booster, creativity amplifier, you know, body detoxifier, and it's a natural. It gives you a natural state of euphoria.
Okay, so we're going to see how that goes.
Yeah.
What we're also hoping is it makes Chris funny with his jokes later. It's not a miracle.
It's
Wait a
not a
second.
miracle worker.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not on my list of benefits.
But we'll kind of do our regular show, then we'll come back and you got a lot of questions from Melissa and her stuff. But we like to start the show with a song that symbolizes what's going on. And it's Chocolate Rain, of course.
See, I think I've already figured out why you're playing this one.
Why?
Chocolate
Well, because we're
rain.
drinking the cacao.
Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain.
Oh,
A
okay.
baby born will die before the sun. Chocolate rain.
Good.
The school books say it can't be here again. Chocolate rain. The prisons make you wonder where it went. Chocolate rain. Build a tent and say the world is dry. Chocolate rain. Zoom the camera out and see the light. Chocolate rain.
Oh, wait, you know what I'm not doing?
Forecast to be falling yesterday. Chocolate rain.
Oh, yeah. they wanna see
Only
that.
in the past is what they say. Chocolate rain. Raise your neighborhood insurance rates. Chocolate rain. Makes us happy living in a gay. Chocolate rain.
Why? What? Why?
Made me
What
cross the
chocolate
street
rain? What does
the
he mean?
other day. Chocolate rain.
I thought you knew.
Made you turn your head the other
I know
way.
it's a late
Chocolate
start show
rain.
today. It's the
History
chocolate
quickly
cacao.
crashing through your veins. Chocolate rain.
But I don't know.
Using you to fall back down again. Chocolate rain. History quickly crashing through your veins. Chocolate rain.
Yeah, I need to see
Using you to fall back down again. Chocolate
The good
rain.
news is it's a really long song.
Seldom mentioned on the radio. Chocolate rain.
Is there a bridge anywhere?
It's the fear your leaders car control. Chocolate
Singing the same
rain.
melody.
Worse than swearing, worse than calling names. Chocolate rain. Say it publicly and you're insane. Chocolate rain. No one wants
That
to
was
hear
Chocolate Rain by
Thank
Zay
God.
Zonde.
Oh, yes.
I don't know. I couldn't find a song.
Yeah. No, that was
Symbolizes
good.
what we're doing.
Yeah. I liked the idea of it much more than the execution, honestly.
Well, good, Chris.
Yeah.
That was Chocolate Rain Guy. It sums up the past week for me. Welcome to Past Week Next Week with Chris and Paul.
Hey, I'm Chris.
And I'm Paul.
Ah.
This is a show where we review the most important things from the past week and get you ready for the next week. It's your one-stop podcast to keep you updated. It's a real week review. Just listen to us. You won't need any other information outlet. That's our guarantee. Thanks for listening to us online at kctkradio.com. We were a little late. We had a new program on, Man Shopping.
Oh,
was
yeah.
on, so I'm glad everyone was enjoying that.
Manscaping?
No, that's different. That's a new show that we're trying to get you to do, if you wouldn't mind. Also, you're watching this on Facebook Live on the KCTK Radio page. But, as always, you can go to the KCTK Radio smartphone app. It's easy. It's free. You can download it and listen anytime. You can join the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We do welcome your participation. We do have, it looks like, that's right, we have a texter is online with us. see what he has to say so far.
Oh, wow. It's voluminous so far.
Start the effing fucking show. I say F word all the time on the show, but out of respect for a guest who's heard me say it many times, I feel weird saying it. Muted, true or false, I have to wear a mask. Oh, I want to talk about that, the mask thing. Clap, clap. I thought it was the most fascinating. Coach Roberto's a kook. Oh, I didn't know this. Velvet Doritos and Ding Dongs are superfood.
I don't believe that.
It's not the same as cooking. I'm allergic to orange. Is that true?
No, it can't be true.
He used to get in fights in Panera. He likes mercury in his. I would love to have you. This song is about a race war.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Melissa knows that everything is stupid. Everything he types is stupid.
Okay, now it makes sense.
Gotcha.
Now it makes sense.
Did you know the Olympics are happening now? So anyway, you can also add gems like that if you want. And if you're listening to a rebroadcast of this program on Del Mar Talk Radio or Good Talk Radio, thank you. You can always give us feedback at the number. Coming up, we have our weekly news quiz, pop culture, an incredible special feature, which we've already started, but we're going to talk more, Melissa, and what she's been up to. And first, we like to say, what's going on? What's going on with Chris Whiting?
Oh, my God. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
So I had a bit of a scare the end of this week.
Whoa.
Yeah, I woke up Friday morning, it would have been 2 days ago, feeling awful. And my wife was frustrated. She said that I'd been like tossing and turning and shivering all night long. Oh, wow, that's weird.
Where am I hearing?
Oh, I think it's Melissa's phone.
Gotcha.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So what do I need to do?
Just mute or turn your volume down. Yeah, just like that.
I don't want to have to listen to him twice.
So I'm laying in bed and I'm like, oh, I don't think I can work. So I got up and I typed an email to my team like, hey, I won't be in today. Then,
And only then.
I get a text from a friend of mine. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say his name. This may be not HIPAA compliant, but his name's Dave.
Okay.
And he said, hey, I just thought you should know I've tested positive for COVID, even though I've been fully vaccinated, and I had been at his mother's wake the week prior. And we hugged and talked and laughed and cried, and it was something. So then I was freaked out. So I went and I got a COVID test. It was negative. I do not have COVID. I am fully vaccinated, but I was scared.
Now, did Dave have any symptoms?
Yeah, he said he felt like he had a cold for like 3 days straight, and it just wasn't getting better, and he couldn't smell anything. So he went and got tested, and he's a breakthrough case.
That's great.
Yeah. Anyway, though, I'm fine now. I feel great. And
you look wonderful.
And the other thing, and maybe we'll get into it a little bit later, the highlight of my past week was I went and did breath work.
Oh, yes.
On the lawn get into that of the Nelson.
And Melissa, that's one of your things you do. You're are you an instructor for the breath work?
Yeah, I'm a breathwork facilitator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you vaccinated?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This and the texture brought it up, but these people not vaccinating themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard, and it was Bill Maher made the point. I was watching Bill Maher. There's these radical political people, but then there's some of our friends who are holistic medicine people who don't want to do it.
Uh-huh.
And I know you kind of venture into that of that type of stuff, but the vaccine's different. You just got to take the vaccine, right?
Yeah. Yes. It's when you don't, it impacts so many other people.
Yes. I'm getting real frustrated by it.
Yeah. It's not your own. It doesn't. Well, I just said it. It doesn't just impact you if you don't take it.
Well, that's the way we got to think, but I don't want to wear a mask anymore.
Oh, God. I don't either, but I did yesterday.
I know, because it's the right thing to do. You're protecting other people who aren't protecting themselves, and it's pissing me off.
Yeah.
That's what it's doing. And it makes me think, I don't want to wear a mask. If I'm carrying it, I don't care I'm carrying it because I took the vaccine. It's going to be mild. Everyone I know and love has done the same thing because it would be nice. If you get it from me, that's on you. You should get the vaccine. But that's not the way we're supposed to be acting.
Right.
At least if you've ever, what's the name of that book about the guy and his 12 friends? If you've ever even read it. The Book of Mormon or something.
I think it's the Bible.
I got this on social media. A friend of mine named young lady by the name of Patty Askew sent this to me. Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with her? Mm-hmm.
Yes, she's my aunt.
Yes. Okay. A country privileged to have an abundant supply of COVID vaccines. This is a declaration of French President Emmanuel Macron. Is that how you say his name? The French?
I think that was perfect.
I no longer have any intention of sacrificing my life, my time, my freedom, and my daughters, as well as their right to study properly, for those who refuse to be vaccinated. This time, you stay home, not us.
Ooh.
And basically, he's saying in France, those who do not get vaccinated will no longer be able to go to restaurants, cafes, museums, which they care. If you said that you can't go to a museum in the U.S., we'd be no, but they care about that in France. Can't get on an airplane or train. Alternatively, if you submit to a negative test, you will no longer be free. If you submit a negative test, which will no longer be free.
Oh, so
Tests aren't free.
You're going to have to start paying for your tests.
He announced that the vaccine obligation for medical personnel for those who work in contact with fragile people from September 15th, the nurse who refused to be vaccinated will no longer be able to work and receive a salary.
Wow.
So, I don't know. Do you think we should do this here?
Do what? Oh, what he's doing?
What they're doing in France?
Yes.
I talked to my friend Trent Skaggs, who his company runs hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
He's dealing with employees who don't want to get the vaccine.
So what is he doing about it?
Well, one of them's in Tennessee, and they passed a law that says you can't make.
Oh, yeah.
And he's worried about the shortage of things. But how would you go to a doctor and get treatment, and then they tell you, hey, you need a vaccine too, but just no, I'm not going to do that. I don't understand this.
No.
I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah. What happened with polio and smallpox? Did they require everybody to get
I think
those?
so.
Yeah, I'd like to know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
anyway, it's a fun way to start the show. Hey, we talked last week about the KIP KC fundraiser. That was last night. It was a lot of fun.
I didn't go.
They raised a lot of money. Coach Scorpio Hood, Horn. I'm sorry, Scorpio Horn, and his brother's Joe Horn. He was on the Kansas City Chiefs. 7 brothers.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 7. And they were all there, and one's poor sister. She was there too.
Oh,
poor lady. And they're going to build that field, and it's going to help those kids have a good time. So that was just, I felt, almost like I'll be a saint since I helped so much. I went in, gave money,
got hammered,
ate delicious food, and talked to interesting people.
You're selfless.
I really, I mean, when you think about a hero, that's me.
God. Hey, speaking of heroes, before we forget, this is a special day for one of the heroes of this show.
What?
Yes.
What in the world could you be talking about?
One of our constant listeners, Kelly Black. It's her birthday.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Kelly! Hooray!
30?
29,
29,
I think.
okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Next year's the big one, Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's actually already been participating in the show.
Really?
Reminding us that cacao is a superfood. And I remember we were talking about this last week on the show, and Kelly came on and said that she uses cacao.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah.
Well, so far, I don't know the other effects that will be coming. I just think it's delicious. I like it.
Yeah. Good.
I think you guys were like warning me, oh, it's a little bitter, but I think it's good.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and this particular brand is, it's very delicious.
it is really good, and this is gonna sound dumb, but it tastes wholesome. You can
Yeah, that
taste
does sound
the
dumb.
goodness when
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah.
I like-
So
I
there
like
you
that.
go.
I like that. It's wholesome.
Now, everybody is saying that's all great, but what about the news quiz?
Oh, right. Oh, shoot.
So let's get to the news quiz. Melissa, you're here. You're going to help us with it.
Okay. Well, I don't watch news, so I may not do
Well,
very
see,
well.
you're way smarter than us.
I may fail this quiz.
So we're gonna get to the news. With Slate News Quiz, we answer the questions as best we can, and then kind of I guess every once in a while we do throw in our own opinion.
Every once in a while. Yeah.
Okay, first question. President Joe Biden, welcome Prime Minister. Oh boy.
Yeah, this is going to go well.
The guy, I don't know where he's even from.
Yeah. To the White House.
To the White House. To announce the withdrawal of U.S. troops from which country? So I'm assuming it's Iraq?
I think it's Iraq.
Yay.
Oh, woo!
You did it.
That was totally a guess, but
Okay. So we're withdrawing from Iraq?
yeah.
We're withdrawing from Afghanistan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're really pulling out.
If they could
We're
please,
like you in high school.
if they could please maybe deploy them at the Capitol, that'd be great because that's where the last war was.
Yeah.
Get it, Dexter? He's
All right.
He's not listening. Okay, question number 2. What symbol was found etched into the wall of the State Department elevator? Ooh, I had never heard. I didn't. Hear this
I
one.
didn't hear this story at all.
Pentagram, swastika, hammer and sickle, $sign. What do you think, Chris?
Part of me wants to go with hammer and sickle. And I think it would be someone who is not a left-leaning person trying to insinuate that the radical left wants to be communist. But I don't know if that's true.
I think you're right.
Let's see. Oh, no. It was a swastika.
The elevator is near the office of the Special Envoy to monitor and combat anti-Semitism.
Okay, well, now the swastika makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some jerk did it.
Hey, this stuff isn't working. Melissa.
Because you don't know the answers.
Yeah. I thought it was supposed to be.
I did not say it was truth
I thought
serum.
it was for everything.
Wait.
Okay. Question 3. On Tuesday, the Biden administration introduced a 21-point blueprint outlining its full strategy on which policy. Wow.
I don't know this one either. Increasing COVID vaccination
I think that's what
is
it
where
is.
my mind
Oh
goes.
my God.
Wow.
Immigration.
We're doing bad.
Yeah, I'm not used to anyone ever doing anything with immigration, so I'm surprised by that. The texter has something really important.
Oh,
True or
really?
false? Investigation of the Capitol riot is an attempt by the far left to smear upstanding individuals who went to the Capitol to express love.
Is that the regular texter?
Yeah.
Or is this the former guy that's texting us?
So, Donnie T from Florida. Okay, Chris. We got two more.
Two more, I think. So we still have a chance to get more right
Come
than
on, Melissa.
wrong.
Help us with this one. The Bruner fire forced some evacuations and closure of the Silverwood theme park in which state?
Colorado.
Okay. Yeah.
So sorry, guys.
You don't have to apologize. I wouldn't have had a better guess than that.
Idaho?
Idaho. Okay, there you go.
Huh.
Have you guys ever been to Idaho?
I never have.
I haven't either.
I hear it's
Idaho.
gorgeous.
Yeah, Salt Lake City. No, that's
yeah,
Utah.
Utah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Let's get some geography questions.
Yeah, I
and
know.
give
Maybe
them
Yeah.
that's what we should do next.
Okay. All right. We're 1 for 4?
Yeah.
Okay. This just at least this is for pride, guys.
Okay.
The Justice Department seized a rare cuneiform tablet sold under false pretenses to the owner of which chain store?
I think it's Hobby Lobby, but I don't know why. Okay.
Yay! You did it, Chris. You did it.
We did it.
The tablet bears a portion of the Epic of Gilgamesh. Hobby Lobby bought the tablet at auction for $1.6 million.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
We'll have to.
Is that like
Google
an old?
Epic.
Is that an old scripture?
I don't know.
Is that the thing where the guy had to put the golden glasses on to read it?
No, that was a whole different thing.
Okay.
Hey, and I just real quick here, Kelly replied back to us.
Okay, good.
Get this. She says, I'm doing all of my favorite things today. 90 minutes of yoga.
Nice.
Past week, next week with Chris and Paul and Cacao so far.
Wow.
Thanks for the birthday wishes. I can't believe we're in the same list as yoga and Cacao.
I know.
That blows my mind.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Well, we've had such a good time so far, but
Have we?
yeah. But we do need to take a break
Yes.
because I think that's the worst we've ever done, Chris.
On the quiz?
Yeah.
It absolutely is.
Gotta go shake it off.
Yeah, I got to spend less time working this week and more time looking at the news. So I will do that.
Good idea. Okay, so we'll be back with more Past Week Next Week with Chris and Paul and Melissa.
Yay.
Bye-bye.
Looking at the past 7 days so you don't have to. You could join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060.
We've been told that perfect mornings exist for the lucky few. That morning people own the waking hours. But the truth is, mornings belong to all of us. Your mornings are what you make of them. All it takes is saying yes. Starbucks Morning Yes.
Look for Starbucks coffee in a grocery store near you, then sit back and enjoy the exceptional taste of Starbucks at home.
Hi, this is Chickless Goose from Counterclockwise KC. Listen to our program each and every Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio. Personality driven radio.
Hi guys, it's your old friend Paul from KCTK Radio, reminding you again to download the KCTK Radio app. You're listening and you're going, I don't need the app, but you do need the app. Here's why. It's free, okay? You already got Candy Crush, all kinds of jackleg apps on your phone.
It's free.
Yeah, just get it for free. And then if you ever want to participate live sometime, you can put the notification on there. Also, you always can get the podcast on there as soon as they come out. So it's a fun thing to do. I'm asking you, I'm pleading with you, please. You're going to have fun. I've noticed something about you. You need to relax a little bit. You know, you need to kind of chill out.
Get away from TikTok.
Yeah, get away from TikTok for a little bit and listen to the KCTK Radio app. It's free. It will get into your brain and it will never leave you. So join us on the KCTK Radio app and have fun for once in your life. Do it the KCTK podcast way.
This is Tracy from Tracy's Tips and Dips. Listen to the show every weekday at 11:30 a.m. and our live show Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio, personality-driven radio.
I tell you what, this is the perfect time, folks. We were going to talk about our sponsor, but Chris, what just happened there?
What just happened?
Yeah.
So I added a little coffee to my my cup here because I finished my cacao.
And the coffee pot was messed up,
Yeah,
right?
it was messed up.
Okay.
Coffee went everywhere.
And you had to use paper towels. It was hard.
Yeah.
Don't you wish it would have been dog feces there?
I really wish there was just a pile of dog shit next to me. Yes, that would have been so much easier.
Because it'd been so much easier to pick up because of our sponsor, Ranger Rod's Pet Poopy Bags.
Yeah.
They're cost-effective, eco-friendly pet poopy bags, easy to manage handles. They're just wonderful. They're lemon-scented. You have a dog? Your dog's been sick, right?
I do have a dog. Yeah, he has, yeah, he's been sick, yeah. Poor baby.
Well, you need to check out these. They make the cleanup easier. Because my little Gilly, she has trouble sometimes too. And, I got these for $8.95 at on Amazon.
That's a great deal.
And it's a... I don't know if she knows. It's really a product that they ask us to do for Good Talk Radio.
Yeah, this is actually not a joke.
And it's and it's like
They look like
I
they're...
love this product. Here's why I love it. Because
Yeah.
you take one of those things that are just a pain in the ass in your life and just make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, this looks like it's thick.
Yeah.
Is it
it's thick.
It's
Oh,
thick.
yeah.
It's got an extra wide opening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know,
Yeah, much
everyone
like
likes
me.
that. Everyone likes that.
Well, that mean, that's not a job that people like to do.
Right.
And so sometimes people don't do it, which
Listen.
is, disrespectful.
We're not trying to sell you and say your life's going to be tremendously
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
It's just going to be a little bit better, and that's what life's about.
Yes.
Yeah, I call it a game of inches,
All the tiny little upgrades.
which is my nickname.
Yeah. Was it Game of Inches or Tiny Little Upgrade? Or were both of those your
You
nickname
know
in
it.
high
You
school?
know it. So get some of this at www.rangerrobshop.com or on Amazon. And when you do, when you get it,
Yeah.
tell them Giddy sent you.
All right.
Welcome back. Welcome back past week, next week with Chris and Paul. Yay. Melissa,
Yes.
I think, is she our first in-studio guest that we've had like this?
What?
I believe so.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
I'm
had
the
people call
inaugural
in.
in-studio guest.
Yeah.
With
This
Zoom.
is,
Yeah.
I am very honored. Thank you.
Well,
you should be.
we review the important news. We did it with the news quiz. We failed miserably.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's not just news, Melissa. It's not just all the hard stuff. There's a lot of fun stuff in showbiz news. There's pop culture news.
Yeah,
Back to you, Chris.
I'll kick it off here. Dolly Parton supports Britney Spears and can relate. Dolly Parton has weighed in on the hashtag Free Britney movement. The legendary country star was asked about Britney Spears and her conservatorship battle. Well, I try not to get involved in other people's business, Parton said.
I love the voice.
I think she's a wonderful artist, and I think she's a wonderful girl, and I only wish her the best.
We talked about this last week. Why?
Why is this even a story?
Why is Britney doing the nude photos on the?
What?
She's doing the when the women could hold themselves to cover the fun parts.
Yeah.
She's all over social media doing that.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't see it.
It's like, Britney, we're all behind you. Just cool it on that for a while. To show you're okay. You know what I mean?
You don't think that's helping her case?
I
Is
don't
that what
think
you're
so.
saying?
I don't think so. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
But just at this time, let's not do that. Hey, let's see what the texter has. Ted Lasso continues to entertain and amaze. I would like to know the texter's opinion sometime along the way if Richmond AFC really needs Jamie Tart. Oh, okay, back to me, right?
Yes. Paul?
Jamie Lee Curtis says her daughter is transgender and she's proud of her. Wow. This is breaking news. A mother's proud of their daughter. Jamie Lee Curtis has proudly shared for the first time that her younger child is transgender woman. The Golden Globe winning actress made the announcement with her daughter's permission, saying she and her husband, Christopher Guest,
love him.
I always forget that they're married.
Yeah.
Watched in wonder and pride as the son became our daughter Ruby. That's wonderful.
That kind of support is awesome.
Isn't it great?
And it's unlike the story that I read. I think this one is newsworthy because it's showing the example of being accepting of your child, no matter what.
Yeah.
Of who they really are. So good work, Jamie Lee.
Good job.
And
Christopher Guest.
Yeah.
Back to you, Chris.
Hey, thanks, Paul. Candace Cameron Burr apologizes for seductive video.
Whoa.
Candace
DJ?
Cameron, yeah. Wait, is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Candace Cameron Burr has offered a rare apology after some of her followers, I don't know why that's in there, didn't quite get what she was trying to do in a TikTok video. The Fuller House star lip-synced to a snippet of audio from Lana Del Rey's Jealous Girl. Cameron Burr did so while holding a Bible and with a caption that read, "When they don't know the power of the Holy Spirit." Having not seen the video, I have no idea what this is.
DJ's all over social media. She's a doll, and I don't know what the problem was.
Okay, I don't know.
She's a devout Christian. She shows the Bible on her stuff.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. So her and her brother are both the devout Christians then. Yeah.
And good for her, and I'm just so offended she made that video.
Yeah, I don't care.
I needed that apology. Okay, back to me, Chris.
Sure.
Bob Odenkirk receives well wishes from Breaking Bad co-star Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul. Bob Odenkirk's Breaking Bad co-star Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul have sent well wishes to the actor after he collapsed on the set of his hit TV show Better Call Saul. The 58-year-old suffered a heart-related incident that caused him to collapse, adding he was in stable condition. Odenkirk was shooting in New Mexico when he collapsed.
Yeah, that was kind of freaky.
That's a scary thing, isn't it?
And I didn't see it on the news. I mean, I guess this is a tale about how I get my news now. I go to Twitter, I follow David Cross, and he's like, hey, all I know is that, Bob's a tough guy and he's not going to give up. And I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And that's how I consume my news now. I see a comment about something that's happened, then I have to go search and find the story.
That's really funny you did that because I did the exact same thing.
Really?
And I'm like, what's Dave talking about?
Yeah. Oh, you even saw the same tweet from David Cross.
I go, what's going on? So I had to check it out. And then there was some silence on what he was doing. And then I guess he put a tweet himself. Do you follow him on Twitter, Bob?
I do now, thanks to his illness.
Well.
Yeah. So there's the glass half full side for you, Bob.
I can't find my it's all good. Oh, here it is.
It's like, it's all good, man.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, Bob.
Hey,
you go, Bob.
all right.
It's like, it's all good, man.
Okay.
Thanks, man. That was worth the wait.
Yeah.
Back to me.
Yeah, back to you.
Okay. Arthur to end at PBS Kids with season 25 in 2022. Arthur is coming to an end after 25 years. PBS Kids plans to end the iconic children's series. Executive producer Carol Greenwald said reruns will continue to be available on PBS Kids. Arthur is the longest-running kids animated series in history and is known for teaching kindness, empathy, and inclusion through many groundbreaking moments to generations of viewers, Greenwald said in a statement.
Slow down a little bit, but it was a good show. Your kids probably watched it, right?
No, they didn't really get in.
Kids loved it.
Did they? My kids didn't do the PBS Kids stuff. They did more Disney and Nickelodeon. So it was...
I like Arthur.
It was Wizards of Waverly Place and...
My daughter had a Arthur's little sister doll that talked to her.
What was her name? The little sister.
Joni Loves Chachi?
No.
I think it was Joni Loves Chachi.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Sylvia. The texture says
I think it was
Sylvia.
DJ.
What?
I think you might be right. I don't know. Let's
I
go
actually
with Melissa.
do think
DJ and then DJ.
I think actually it might have been an initial.
Cool, we're on a theme.
Yeah,
there might
I
be
like
a name
that.
were two initials.
Speaking of Full House, John Stamos wants to tell you about the most famous crime you may never have heard of. Right off the bat, John Stamos knows it's surprising that he's narrating a true crime podcast. The Big Shot star said, I'm realizing it must look pretty weird, but not as weird as the subject of the podcast and how it came to happen together. The grand scheme, Snatching Sinatra, tells the story of the 1963 kidnapping of the 19-year-old Frank Sinatra Jr., the son of legendary crooner Frank Sinatra. That's interesting. I'm going to have to listen to that.
I'm going to have to, too. I mean, I've heard a lot of stories about Frank Sinatra and Snatch, but never this kidnapping.
Well, there's a couple things here. Have you ever seen Big Shot?
No.
It's on Disney Plus. It is a story of John Stamos is a basketball coach, NCAA basketball coach. He throws a chair or something and he gets fired. Then he has to go teach girls at a high school.
Uh-huh.
It's great.
Really?
It's so good. There's so much like generational stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
How he's trying to interact with these kids and the way they act and the way he wants to act. And very Ted Lasso-like, where you think there's going to be villains and stuff, but everyone ends up being really good people.
Is it a movie or a television series? Okay.
I loved it. My daughter, Madeline, got me onto that.
Well, I'll have to check it out.
But also, I know about this thing because, Frank Sinatra, he was the one delivering the ransom and everything himself.
Really?
Yeah. And he got his mob
never heard
friends
of
to go
this.
after the guy because it was just some poor guy who did it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What happened to the guy that did it?
Well, he went to jail.
Okay.
And Frank Sinatra Jr. was, he was there with him for a week or so.
Wow.
Yeah. So
any Stockholm syndrome going on?
Well, he ended up having to be on The Sopranos later, so
okay,
that can't be a good thing.
Wow. take your time.
Yeah, that's not like a chalkboard or anything like that.
Well, it only happens about 9
Fingernails on
times
the-
a show.
Fingernails on the chalkboard.
I love it so much. So, wow, now it's time for a special feature, which we've already started in a way.
Yeah. The transition should be easy because
Yes.
we've been talking about this from the outset. Outset or onset?
Yes.
Outset?
So,
I don't know.
okay, so Melissa Saubers is
Yes.
with us.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit now that we've had the cacao and some of the effects that people have had, I guess.
Yeah, so cacao is a natural heart opener, and it's an energy enhancer, immunity booster, creativity amplifier.
Now,
and it really is like a great, gentle state of euphoria. What do you? What are you feeling?
I feel open.
Yeah.
I really do. And I mentioned at break, like I normally slouch.
Yeah.
That's how I go through life. But with the cacao, I caught myself sitting up.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Yeah.
But when you say heart opener, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, so I mean that you'll be more compassionate. You know,
Oh.
literally like heart and emotional opening.
Gotcha.
So it is on the physical, energetic, and spiritual levels. So physically, like you said, you're feeling more open in the chest area in your heart, right? Your shoulders are back. You know, you're sitting up, higher. But then on the emotional level, it is just opening your heart. You'll be more compassionate, more understanding. You know, Paul, we were talking about the feather that you found, right?
Yeah. Like yesterday, I found a big feather. I looked up online. It's some kind of hawk feather.
Yeah.
But it was big. It was in my backyard.
Yeah. So, I have this little story that I came up with. It came in meditation. Anyway, it's about a rock and a feather.
Okay.
And, we can go around life carrying around rocks in our hearts. Resentment and hurt and grief and all of these things that weigh us down, right? Or we can transmute that with care and understanding and compassion and love and transmute that into a feather. And, how much better it is to go around with feathers in our heart versus rocks in our heart.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think it's just very cool that you found the feather
Yeah.
because I brought a feather on our altar today.
Yes, that's what made me tell the
So,
story.
Yeah, so compassion, understanding, empathy, love, it just opens up your heart to expand your horizons, expand your viewpoint, expand and it is also very healing. I sit with the spirit of cacao every morning. I stopped drinking coffee 6 weeks ago, replaced it with cacao. And what that does is just helps me be in a heart-centered place as I start my day. And then as I go throughout my day and I'm having interactions with people, instead of reacting, I'm responding. And, if I didn't drink cacao, I could do the same thing. I don't have to have cacao to be heart-centered, to be open.
Yeah.
Right? But it does support that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if everybody else knows this. I did a little research on cacao this week. Just from a physical standpoint, the antioxidant levels in this are crazy high, right?
Yes. It's got all kinds of vitamins and minerals in it. I mean, we're talking about the unprocessed cacao. So it doesn't have sugar in it. It doesn't have all these additives in it. It's the pure superfood. As Kelly said, it is a superfood. So consuming it every day is good for your health as well. Yeah.
So this is part of what you do.
Yes.
You're as a coach, as a guide. Maybe take a step back and tell everyone kind of Melissa's coaching.
Is Melissa Saubers?
You know what I mean? What you help people with.
Yeah. So, I say I started my quote-unquote spiritual growth spurt about 7 years ago when I first considered stopping drinking alcohol. And I stopped drinking alcohol 5+ years ago. But in that process, I have uncovered, essentially, in a nutshell, I healed my broken heart through stopping drinking and looking at the patterns that were driving me to overconsume alcohol or do other things in my life. And so as I went through that whole process, I developed tools that helped me navigate life and they also help me continue to heal.
And not to get too personal with it, but the broken heart, was it something you were aware of?
No, I
Okay.
mean, I really wasn't.
Okay.
I knew something was really wrong. I knew that I was unhappy. I knew that I was depressed. I was having anxiety. You know, I just wasn't very focused on myself. You know, I really was disconnected. I was disconnected from, you know, from God, universe, source, whatever you want to refer to it as. But most of all, I was disconnected from myself. And I didn't really realize that my heart was broken. And as I started to uncover things, I realized, oh, yeah, that thing that happened to me. Oh, yeah, that thing that happened to me. This thing that happened to me. Oh, this relationship, this X, Y, Z, all of these things. And this happens to all of us.
Yeah.
You know, a broken heart is not just because you lost a loved one.
Right.
You know, I see our hearts as whole when we're born. And then as we go through life, like little cuts, little cracks, you know, walls get built up. All of these things happen, and layers are built on top of it. And as Chris was saying, you know, you sometimes have felt like there was a lot of pressure on your chest.
Yes.
Yeah, that is, you know, those are the walls, the things that we have built to protect our heart so that we're not hurt, right?
You're speaking to me because my approach my whole life, and I'm now realizing, I guess in the last couple of years, figure this out, is I would deal with disappointment, and they go, "That's okay. I'm gonna march through this. Put it to the side.
Yeah.
Everything's." And then the idea of being grateful, I would become almost wrong about that. Well, I'm still alive, and be grateful about that, and then push it all to the side.
Kind of bypass it.
Yeah, and that's not real gratitude. You know what I mean? Gratitude is for everything.
Yeah.
I think
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like, well, for me, just over the last year, I've kind of done a 180 on my thoughts about what it means to be healthy, emotionally, spiritually. And I used to truly think having bad feelings meant that I was unhealthy.
That's right.
So I needed to not feel those things.
Yes.
And if I was feeling something unpleasant, that was wrong. I was weak, whatever it was. And now I've come around to, oh no, you got to lean into that stuff.
Yeah.
That's where the health comes from. That's where the healing comes from. But I'd been avoiding for so many years because I thought that's what you were supposed to do. You're supposed to feel good all the time.
Yeah.
And that's not the human experience.
No.
You gotta
Well, you're
feel-
missing a lot of life if you do that. You know?
Yeah. Well, you got to feel it to heal it.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
feel it to heal it, and that's part of what my work does. Is to
So
help
you do that. This is one tool.
Yeah.
I don't know if you call it a tool or
Yeah, tool. Yeah.
What other tools?
Breath work.
Breath work. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so breath work, most people are familiar with breath work in yoga, and that's called pranayama, which is breath control. But this is a different kind of breath work. This is an active meditation. So it's called conscious connected breath work. And it is a 40-minute, plus meditation. Chris has been in a couple of my sessions.
I have.
And yeah, so I take people to a deeply meditative state. And what I say by I guide them with my words and the music, the playlist that I have. And then they just breathe in and out of their mouth for 40 minutes straight. And what that does is takes the thinking critical mind offline. So you're not saying, oh, I can't feel, I'm going to, you take that thinking critical mind offline, so you're able to drop into your body, which is your subconscious. And in your body, in your subconscious, you're able to connect with your inner self, And I don't know, Chris, tell me tell us what you think.
Yes, so I had done breath work a couple of times on Zoom calls.
Yes.
That was my first experience. And I really liked it. But then when I was in Peru, we did breath work a couple of times down there. And I'm like, okay, Zoom was great, but in person is so much more powerful. So then to come back, connect with you, Melissa, and hear that you were doing breath work Tuesdays, 7:00 on the East Lawn of the Nelson for anybody to drop by, correct?
Yeah, anybody. It's
Yeah.
open to everybody.
Yeah. I'm like, well, I need to do more because it's so restorative. It's so healing. And I was telling you before the show, I've been twice with you, and I've had entirely different experiences both times. Both beautiful, both helpful. both, I'm sure, what I needed in that moment. But I would say if you come into it willing to let your guard down, and stick with the breathing. It's hard at first. I think that's probably fair to say.
Yeah.
The breath pattern that you do is just, it's not what you're used to doing every day. So you, at first you got to like think about it and your body wants to stop, but then you hit a moment where your body is like gives up and like, okay, we're going to do this. And then you don't have to consciously think about it. And that's when you kind of drop down into the body and things change a little bit, but it's so powerful that I keep using that word. It doesn't do it justice, but it's a great experience.
Yes, thank you. I'm so glad you've been coming, and I can't wait for Paul to experience
I'm going to try it
it
out Tuesday.
Yeah, so Paul and I are going to come on Tuesday, and then we can report back next
It sounds a lot like TM in a way. Here's why.
Yeah.
In TM, you focus on your
That's
mantra.
transcendental meditation.
Transcendental meditation.
Yeah.
You focus on your mantra. This, it sounds like you focus on your breath.
Yeah, that's your focus.
And so I whenever I started trying to do meditation and just mindful meditation, it just, my thoughts are everywhere.
Right.
That's why I like the focus of something. So this will be interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is taking you to the theta brainwave state, which some people kind of go, what? You know, you're changing my brainwave state. Our brainwave states change all the day, all day. You know, when you're driving down the highway, you're in a theta brainwave state. When you are going to sleep at night, that's theta. Then you get into delta, and then you wake up, and that's theta. So theta brainwave state is taking you to a meditative state.
It gets you to part of your brain that you normally don't.
Yeah, it gets you to a part of your brain, like,
which is yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It takes you to your essence.
Yeah.
Chris,
you
it looks
get
like
past the ego, and
yeah, that's a good way to put it.
We have our texters. You want to read some of our texts?
Yeah. He says, if gratitude is for everything, then we should be thankful for the killer that killed my mom at point blank range for $25. I hadn't heard that, and I'm terribly sorry.
Yeah.
He says that Chris has pressure on his chest because his wife sleeps on his chest. Hadn't considered that, but that may be something to look into. He also saw online that meditation is a way for the government to have mind control over us. And he's been to paradise, but he's never been to himself.
He's never been to me.
Oh,
Thanks, Dexter.
always with the quality additions to the show.
Okay, so breath work, Cacao, what else?
Cacao, hypnotherapy.
Hypnotherapy. You do that to folks?
Yep, I do.
Do that to folks. That's not. I'm sure that's not the right.
I guide them. Again, I'm a guide.
Question on that.
Yeah.
What do you use? You know, the old stereotype is the guy with the watch going back and forth. How do you?
I use words.
Words.
I
Okay.
use words. Yes, I just use words, and I just help people feel safe. I mean, that's really what it is. It's just a safe container where they can come in, and then I use. It's called an induction, where you get someone to a safe place so that they are, again, comfortable to take that ego mind offline, and they're able to drop into their subconscious. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's the same. All of these things that I've kind of put together, my toolbox, are all things that take people to their core essence, to their subconscious, so that they can really, go to the source of what's causing them pain.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Cacao, breath work, hypnotherapy.
Yeah.
Do you do more?
I do. I just use my intuition when I'm working with my clients to figure out what they need at the moment. Sometimes it might be just like I will give them a prescription to go home and dance, just get in their bodies.
Yeah.
Or journal, or do some inner child work, or some shadow work, those types of things.
Yeah.
So, so whatever my clients need is what I help them with. Yeah, I support them.
That's so funny. I subscribe to this YouTube channel called Therapy in a Nutshell. And it's by an actual therapist. She's a family, but one of the episodes I watched, she talked about the power of dance and how important it is to get out of ourselves and just move. And she prescribes that for people, like when they're really feeling crazy anxious or something, to just stop what they're doing and get up and dance.
Yeah. Dancing moves the energy. If you're feeling like there's a lot on your shoulders, you know, there's a lot on your chest, get up and dance and just move that energy around.
Have you ever heard
you
the
know?
song "Get Jiggy with It"?
Yeah.
Na. Yeah.
It was on at the party last night, and I started dancing.
Did
a
you
little bit.
get jiggy with it?
Will
Smith.
Will Smith. Yeah.
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 My daughter Madeline said the word "yikes." So
I
didn't,
love that.
I didn't know if that was
I
the
like
right
that song.
reaction you're supposed to get when you're dancing.
Really?
You know.
Jiggy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And she said, "Yikes."
Yikes. Okay, I thought you said something else.
And I'm like, I guess I'll stop dancing.
Yeah. So Kelly, I just noticed that Kelly on Facebook has talked about the heart math device for meditation.
Oh.
Yeah, so that actually brings me to what we were talking about earlier,
Okay.
the heart coherence breath.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Heart Math is one of the organizations that actually measures the connection between the heart and the mind. They actually have measurements, like what Kelly's saying, this heart
Wow,
math
I'm
device.
going to have to check that out.
Yeah. So what we were talking about earlier is this heart coherence breath where you breathe in and out of your nose for 5 seconds. 5-second inhale, 5-second exhale, and that brings you to a calming parasympathetic nervous system state. It taps into that part of your nervous system. It also connects your mind to your heart, which then can help you with more compassion and more understanding and conscious communication. So like what we were talking about before, like instead of reacting to something, you're able to respond. You're able to be in a more calm state.
Wow. That's cool.
So, how do people get a hold of you?
Yeah. So melissasaubers.com.
Okay, but before that, oh my God, I need help. That's when they reach you, or just they want to learn more about any of this stuff?
Anything. Yeah. So melissasaubers.com has links to all of the offerings that I have, the events that I have. I have actually a Cacao and Breathwork event coming up in Kansas City. And that is August. I'm like, what month is this?
It's August.
Today
now.
is August 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's August 15th at Hagoya in Waldo. I also do Zoom, of course, and then Sunset Breathwork on Tuesdays at the Nelson. Obviously, I am not just a Kansas City person, so, I work with people worldwide. And I am about ready to launch a group coaching program. I also have one-on-one hypnotherapy, one-on-one breathwork, one-on-one coaching, everything. Really, my main goal or my main objective, really my purpose on this earth is to help people heal and expand their hearts.
That's beautiful.
Wow, that's awesome.
I seriously love that. How long will the Tuesday breath work go until weather no longer permits?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to keep on going as long as I can, and then I think we're looking at a location for when it turns cold. Yeah.
Well, and I would say to anybody that's just I don't know, this sounds a little hippy dippy. Just come to breathwork and check it out. There's a lot of people. There's no pressure. Just check it out, and it's transformative. It's good stuff. There
I
you
know
go.
you're going to be there, Chris, to focus on yourself, but will you give any autographs out or take some selfies with some folks?
I go in drag because so many people recognize me from this show. It's hard for me then to just focus on myself.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that you get a wig or a beagle puss or something before you come.
Okay, so. I'll get a beagle puss.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to continue on. That's great. We got to learn more about what you're doing, Melissa.
Yes, thank you.
And one of the things that gratitude is really important, and I'm sure you're very grateful that you don't work with us anymore.
Is this over yet?
No, but we are going to take a break.
Done.
We're going to take a break. And
thank goodness.
can you meditate?
I'm grateful for that.
Can you meditate through the post service? No, Dexter. No, you can't. We'll take a break and we'll be back with more Past Week next week with Chris and Paul and Melissa today.
Join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We dare you.
Nothing refreshes like A&W root beer. So good,
Just right.
let's have some tonight. A&W root beer.
In Kansas City.
That's right. The KC Scoop for August 1st, 2021.
Can't believe it's August already.
My goodness.
Yeah. Well, you want to start off with things to know from the past?
Please.
Okay, here we go. Hey, folks in Independence, wear your masks indoors again.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Independence Mayor Eileen Weir is encouraging everyone, whether vaccinated or not, to wear masks in indoor public spaces. But the public health order issued Wednesday stopped short of mandating it. The city's health order, which takes effect Thursday, also requires masks in all city facilities like City Hall, the police headquarters, utility center, Sermon Center, Truman Memorial Building, so on and so on.
I'll
and
do
so
it.
on.
I'll wear my mask.
Hey, I did it yesterday in Aldi, Hy-Vee, and Price Chopper because I had to go to all three of those stores. It's no fun.
Yeah.
But you know what? I felt safer. Even though I'm vaccinated, I still felt safer doing it.
Well, this will make you feel safer.
Oh, good.
Former Governor Jay Nixon declines to enter Senate race.
Oh, yes.
Former Missouri Governor Jay Nixon said he won't run for U.S. Senate on Thursday, opting to choose a different path and leaving 2022 Democratic nomination open for the taking. Nixon, who left office in 2017, is the most recent Democrat to lead the Show Me State, expressed a desire to remain focused on his law practice at Dow Bennett, teaching at Washington University Law School, and policy priorities including conservation. Once again, when it came time for Jay Nixon to sacrifice his own political clout for the betterment of his state, he declined. Back to you, Chris.
Well, it's on brand.
Right.
The county imposes vaccine mandate for employees. Jackson County employees must show proof of vaccination by September 30th or go through weekly COVID-19 testing, according to County Executive Frank White Jr.'s healthcare mandate announced Tuesday afternoon. The policy applies for both full-time and part-time employees. White said it's an attempt to combat the significant rise in the virus cases and hospitalizations in the region, as a 14-day positive test percentage has tripled and case counts have quadrupled since June 6th. I don't either. Yeah,
but
we're
let's
backsliding.
let's get ready for the next week,
Okay.
shall we? Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what's upcoming. In celebration of the return of in-person classes at Metropolitan Community College Blue River, you know about them.
I do.
Outdoor Wolfstock Music Festival is planned for Friday, August 6th at the Independence campus. The festival named Wolfstock in honor of MCC's mascot, the Wolves. It'll run from 6 to 9 p.m., and the day will feature multiple local musicians, including Joey Manilow. Yeah.
I don't
who
know
will
who that
headline
is.
Joey Manilow, Barry's brother?
I don't know. I
Go
don't know
Wolves.
who it is. Hey, and if you're looking for something to do, this coming Friday, August 6th, the Weld Memorial Sprint Car Race from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. at Lakeside Speedway. 5615 Wolcott Drive in Kansas City, Kansas. Join us Friday, August 6th, as we present the Weld Memorial feature Midwest Wingless Racing Association, sprint cars, Central States, midgets, I don't think we use that word anymore, pure stocks, mod lights, and e-mods. Tickets are $20 for adults 16 and plus, $15 for seniors 62 plus and military, $5 if you're 12 to 15, and 11 and under are free. Gates open at 6 p.m.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, go watch a race. Bring your earplugs, though. It's
Yes.
loud.
This just in, there will be weather next week, so
Oh.
get prepared for it. Today, it's sunny, high near 86. I'm going to be sitting by the pool.
Oh, nice.
Tomorrow, Monday, sunny, high near 84. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high near 84, so it's not going to be too hot out there when we're doing the breath
It's
work.
nice, yeah.
Wednesday,
I'm excited.
mostly sunny with a high near 85. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 95. It's August. It's the middle of summer. So
Yeah.
that is your KC Scoop, folks, for August the 1st.
It's crazy.
What happened?
It's crazy.
And welcome back.
Oh, good
goodness.
segment. Good segment.
That was fun.
Yeah. See?
You were dancing?
Melissa's dancing. She's moving her energy. And now, so am I.
You said you don't watch the news,
I don't watch the news.
but all you need to do, and we tell the people this every week, you just listen to this podcast and you're up to date with what happened.
there you go.
It's going to happen. You don't need to
Get
worry
it.
about the rest of the news.
I can get it in a nutshell.
You can. Yes.
Ooh.
News in a nutshell.
But we also like to keep people prepared for the future, though.
Well, that's
you know,
part of the mission of this program.
yeah. She had this mission to help people heal.
Yeah. And we have an equally noble mission
of reading headlines and predictions.
Yeah. And just a reminder for folks, this is where we take actual news stories, but we put a fun twist on the end with our own jokes that we write ourselves.
That's right.
And you're probably saying, you guys don't write these jokes. I'm sure you buy them online. But then you
Is
listen.
Michael Che over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you listen and you're like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
they wrote these.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Because there's no way anyone else would claim them.
Right. So, with that, I'll jump in. President Biden unveiled his plans to get more Americans vaccinated to counter a surge of coronavirus infections driven by the virulent Delta variant. Ooh, that's hard to say. Biden encouraged local governments to pay people to get inoculated against COVID-19. If someone had paid me $100 every time I inoculated, I would have been a millionaire by the age of 15. Paul?
Thanks, Chris.
Sure.
The House passed $2 billion Capitol Hill security bill in response to the deadly January 6th attack on the Capitol by supporters of then-President Donald Trump. The 416-11 vote sent the legislation to President Biden for a signature. The Senate voted unanimously in favor of extra funding for the Capitol Police, the National Guard, and other law enforcement agencies to pay for their expenses during the insurrection. Of course, Senator Josh Hawley thought he was voting in favor of paying for more Confederate flags for armed tourists at the Capitol.
Nice.
It's a reach.
Yeah, it's hey.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
They all are.
Back to you, Chris.
Hey, thanks, Paul. President Biden called on Congress to extend a nationwide moratorium on evictions that is set to expire Saturday. Biden extended the moratorium through July and supported keeping it going longer, but said a Supreme Court ruling prevented him from acting alone. The freeze was initiated by the CDC to keep Americans who fell behind on rent due to the coronavirus pandemic from losing their homes. In response, the Landlords Association of America issued a statement urging those not paying rent to also please avoid vaccinations so they can get paying tenants in their lodgings that much sooner. Paul. Again, a reach.
Melissa, we're trying to... Don't laugh so much. We got to move on to the next.
Sorry.
This is why we don't
I
have
know.
live audiences, because it would be dead.
I'm trying, but it's so funny that
Yeah.
you know
You can
that's why I
laugh.
have to keep myself
Yeah.
under control over here.
I can feel your heart shutting down with
Right.
each successive story that we read.
There you go.
Well, this will be a real good. Former Catholic Cardinal Theodore
McCarrick.
Yep. Has become the highest-ranking U.S. Catholic official to be criminally charged for sexual abuse. McCarrick, 91, was accused of sexually assaulting a 16-year-old boy during a wedding reception at Wellesley College in Massachusetts in 1974. McCarrick was among the most influential Catholic leaders in the country before the abuse allegations became public in 2018. McCarrick is claiming that the boy was drunk, was asking for it by the way he dressed, and was leading him on by dancing.
I'm uncomfortable.
Chris?
Thanks, Paul. Maine drug
The joke
agents-
is that's the bullshit that predators say.
Yes. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
Still not funny.
Yeah.
Still not funny.
Speaking of not funny.
It just shows how despicable this guy is. See?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Okay, back to you, Chris.
Maine drug agents seized cocaine that was disguised as a cake during a
Ooh.
traffic stop. Drug agents said in all they seized about 4 pounds of cocaine, and 2 pounds of it was disguised as a cake. The cocaine was wrapped in cellophane with coffee grounds sprinkled on top. When questioned, the suspect said it was not cocaine, but simply a Pablo Escobar cake. Paul?
That was awesome.
It was terrible.
And finally,
Oh, thank God.
The Florida Highway Patrol said a section of interstate was closed when a crash involving a dump truck loaded with cow manure caused poop to spill in the roadway. The FHP said the dump truck was involved in a crash with a semi truck in Brevard County. I can't talk today. No one was injured in the crash, but the dump truck load of cow manure spilled out into the road, making for a messy situation for cleanup crews. Many tourists were unfazed by the big pile of shit in Florida and just assumed it was a Donald Trump rally.
Oh,
Hey.
wow. Okay. Well done. Melissa's...
I can't do the paper.
Yeah.
Really? Well,
It's like it's like fingernails on a chalkboard to me. Whew.
See, you shouldn't have said that out loud.
just only have one more. I could do it here. Here, you want me to? No, it's okay.
Well, once again,
a stellar program.
We've outdone ourselves.
Yeah. So, that's it. That's our show. But Chris, what you got going on next week?
Well, of course, the big news has kind of already been spilled, but going back to breath work, I'm going to be very anxious to see what you think of it, Paul. So, looking forward to that. Back to work. Tomorrow could be a little rough since I missed Friday, so, you know, I'm behind there. And then not much planned other than I've got 2 weeks left with my daughter before I move her back down to Mizzou. So I'm going to try and spend a little bit of time with her as well.
That's
so
nice.
Looking forward to that. What about you?
Big week for me, Breathworks. We're doing at the Lakewood Local Let's Eat KC podcast, 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Come down and participate. It'll be a lot of fun. We are Thursday was my daughter Megan's 27th birthday.
Wow.
And we're gonna go out to eat at Tasso's on Thursday night.
Yum, Greek food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in a long time.
Do they still break the plates? Do you know?
That's why she wants to go. She likes all the pageantry of Tasso's.
It's fun.
Yeah. I think last time I was there with you.
Yeah, the last time I was there, I was with you.
Yeah.
And the belly dancer was like the same one that was there 30 years ago. I don't think I'm exaggerating. And she still is great at the belly dancing. Yeah, blows my mind.
Yeah, she's moving her energy.
She is. That's why she's staying so youthful. Maybe I need to take belly dancing lessons.
Do it. And then Friday or Saturday, I'm excited because I'm going to go see Garth Brooks in concert.
You're going to do that. You know, the wife and I are trying to keep that
your
open.
wife?
Yeah, as an option. That if the stars align and we're able to get tickets last minute, you know, maybe we'll go do that. I didn't listen to your segment on the weather. Is the weather supposed to be good for that concert?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Great. Perfect.
Yeah. He's a showman. That guy.
great.
I've seen
You've
him
seen
a
him
few
before, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
He's fantastic.
Melissa,
Yeah.
just what do you want to say at the end of this great program that you saved?
I just want to encourage everyone to open their hearts and buy some Love Cacao.
What if I want to buy Love Cacao? How can I do that?
How can you buy it?
So if you go to melissasaubers.com, I have the link to the Love Cacao site where you can buy the cacao.
Nice. Yeah, if you want to try it, I think it's good. No, it tastes good, but it also does. You can feel an effect from not like a street drug type effect. This is just an opening, a very pleasant feeling. Yeah. It's healthy and wholesome.
Yeah.
Healthy
Superfood.
and wholesome. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, it's a superfood.
Superfood.
Okay. Chris?
Yeah. You
why
want me to
don't
take
you
us out?
Take us out.
All right. Well,
because we did it all.
I know you all are as sad as me that this show's over, but thank you for listening to Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul. Hey, you loved the program, so why don't you rate it and review it on your favorite podcast distributor? We'd also love to hear from you, and you can contact us at 913-735-0060 or at pastweeknextweek@gmail.com. And join the Past Week Next Week Facebook page. Also, make sure you listen to all the great programs on KCTK Radio, Delmarva Talk Radio, and Good Talk Radio. And for God's sake, support our sponsor by picking up some Ranger Rob pet poopy bags. On behalf of Paul, I'm Chris saying bye.
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctkradio.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.
This is going to be the hard.
And I actually need to launch my business first.
This is part of your business.
I do a podcast.
This is part of your business.
Is your business not launched?
No, it is launched.
It's
but
part
I
of your
just
business.
Really, yeah, it is. I just really need to do.
Brian, come in.
more.
Brian, come in.
You know what I mean? I need.
Hello,
to
hello.
Get the word out.
Where are you?
More,
Yeah.
You know, things like
Okay,
that.
well, we're here whenever you're ready to add.
I'm ready.
No, I'm talking to Melissa. Whenever you're ready
Oh, yes, thank you.
to add it to your social media business thing.
Thank you. Yes.
I'd love to be able to stop by your podcast every once in a while and,
My podcast.
Yeah.
participate whenever you start doing it.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I got to get a plan.
Yeah.
Got to get a plan.
Chip chop.
Hey, I didn't read a lot of your text today, but I played your song.
Yeah.
I was watching the text line.
Mm-hmm.
There were a couple that really cracked me up. One where he says that he uses Cacao to open cans.
Oh God! And it looks like he only takes illicit
drugs. Yes.
That's your choice. Okay.
Yeah.
You
Did you like the one about the Book of Mormon?
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Let's go back here. Where are you? God damn it! I don't see
1-800-CARS for kids.
1049, 1043, 1043.
Oh wow! I gotta go back.
1043, 1043. True or false? I have to wear a mask now because selfish dickheads clap clap. It's a nut job. You will get worms from it if you don't cook it.
Coach Roberto is a kook.
The raw cacao.
Yes.
Hey,
I
Coach
don't-
Roberto is a kook, so it's good.
Yes.
I don't see
We
it.
used to get in fights at Panera. I like to put mercury in mine.
I don't see any.
Melissa knows that everything I type is stupid. Did you know the Olympics are on?
Dave is a super spreader. Do you have a boner? Yeah, but what does that have to do with anything?
I
True
don't
or false?
remember what that was
the
about.
vaccine is highly caloric. 7 Chinese brothers? What?
Yeah,
Trent's-
some book. You said 12 guys or something.
Oh,
and you're
okay.
talking about the book.
Trent Skaggs.
Classifies everything as COVID just for the money.
He does. I asked him the other night. I said, "You making some money?" He goes, "No," because every other procedure, it's filled up.
She is white. It tastes like chicken. True or
The
false?
cacao.
According to the Book of Mormon, the evil people were marked by God with dark skin as punishment for their wickedness. Sadly, that's true.
It's true.
That is
Yes.
entirely true. Yeah.
Hey, are you liking Ted Lasso?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've watched the first 4 episodes of season 1. It's really good. After the first episode, I was like, this isn't funny. I don't... okay. But I kept
hold on to
going.
it.
Yeah.
I laugh out loud almost at every episode.
We've laughed out loud at everyone except the first one. And maybe we were too tired when we started the first one.
I don't know. Jamie Tartt's back.
I don't know
Brian.
who that is.
Jamie Tart doo 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 doo. Jamie Tart doo 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 doo.
I still enjoy pooping into my Ranger Rob poopy bag.
Okay, we're gonna let you go.
All right, bye, Brian.
Bye, Brian. Love you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
See you guys.
All right. I thought he'd never leave.
Oh, great. That was